literally a walking trigger. You're a walking wake-up call. You're a walking mirror. And you literally get people questioning their own perception. Like, you're able to see past anything. Like, I'm not saying you see through everything, but you have a very heightened intuition, and you have a very good ability to read the room, to read people. And it's like something about the way that you see the perceptions and then speak it into whatever you're saying, whoever you're talking to, it's so truthful that people shut you down because you trigger them to face what they've buried or what they didn't want to look at. It's like, even if you're not directly saying it, it's like there's certain things you might say in conversation. It's just like everything you say is so truthful that it makes people uncomfortable to be around you. So if you notice people pulling away from you or people starting arguments with you, when you're like, what did I do? All I said was the truth. It's like the truth triggers if you're not ready to hear it. So that's not your problem, though. You know what I mean? It is up to you on like who you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Like, if it's people who really can't stand to hear your truth and they're starting arguments with you, like, create distance. Choose to pull away from anyone that makes you feel like you need to suppress that, because you shouldn't ever have to suppress your truth. You deserve to be open within yourself and be able to express yourself in any way you want, even if that triggers someone. And it's like not letting the outside noise or people make you sway your truth just because you feel like it'll make someone uncomfortable. You know, you could have been suppressed a lot through your life because you were always dropping truth bombs left and right. And it's like, I feel like you're not wanting to tiptoe around it anymore in a way where it's like scared you're gonna like make someone upset just because what you have to say doesn't sit right with their version of reality. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're being called to surrender to your own truth and know that as long as you're speaking it from your heart, you're doing the right thing. You're doing everything. Like, it's okay to do that. And if it triggers anybody, maybe they were meant to get triggered, and not in a way where it's like you're walking around purposefully trying to trigger people. It's like, you don't do this on purpose. It's literally just how you are. It's just how you come across. And I feel like you are meant to be somebody that does reflect back to people things they might be being called to look at in themselves. And I feel like because you're able to do this, you're able to perceive triggers you get, because it's like not like you're perfect and you don't get triggered either, or you don't have triggers, or you don't might have a hard time hearing other people's truth. But I feel like that's something you've had to work through, is like seeing it as a mirror, because it's like you understood to do that with yourself. So it's like, if you're getting triggered by other people's truth, what can you look at that's making you feel this way? You know, like, you've been able to really use that, like that mirror method. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, I'm feeling this way, why am I feeling this way? Like, you're taking it as something to learn from. And I'm not saying you're perfect and you don't get triggered and you might not have reactions sometimes, but it's like you have the awareness around it now to like acknowledge your triggers, take ownership for them. And I think that's what you're meant to like show in other people, is like how to manage that and how to show up authentically no matter what, and no matter like how it's perceived. It's like you're showing people what it looks like to be imperfect, but at the same time authentic. Do you know what I mean? Like, you really inspire people to not be so hard on themselves. But at the same time, it is triggering. So just know that, like, you're not a problem. Your truth is just sometimes very hard to face sometimes when the people around you aren't willing to face it in themselves. So just keep doing you, keep speaking your truth, and keep choosing who you surround yourself with, and make sure that you do not suppress yourself for motherfucking nobody.